Kemah Bob,
Yes.
welcome to The Truth in My Opinion.
Oh, thank you for having me. I've been waiting to tell the truth, in my opinion.
For how long? How long would you say? Your whole
Most
life?
of my life,
Exactly.
yeah.
Well-
Nobody's listening.
Well, welcome. This is your moment. This is your moment. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm getting ready for the Fringe, and that is full on.
Yeah.
I think I don't know a comedian who's going up that doesn't feel insane right now, so that brings me peace.
Yes, well, comedians, often the guests on this podcast, often give insane energy. So I think the
Yeah.
listeners of this podcast will relate hard
Not
to
me.
what you just said.
Not me. I'm exhausted. I'll be lucky if I stay awake.
You're feeling exhausted and insane.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
a good combo.
Yes, that's everyone
That's
is feeling
nice.
at ease.
That's
Definitely.
nice, yeah. Stay tuned.
And this is the second year you're going to be going up to the Fringe.
Yeah, well, it's the
Yeah.
second time I'm bringing a show.
A show.
But the first time I went up in 2018, and I was there for the full run, and I remember meeting a nurse in the street who, she was like, hey, you got to be careful for, what she call it? She call it the fringe flu, which is the cold everyone gets.
Yes.
And then she said like fringe illness or something like that, which is the mental health crisis everyone gets. And she was like, be careful for those. And so it was an interesting month. And then I just fought going back until 2024. And then now I'm going back again.
I see. So you're just over your fringe mental health
Yeah,
crisis and you're
from
going back for more.
2018. Yeah.
Great.
Still the
That's
same one. Still the first one. I'm still doing it.
Kemah, the question I ask every single person who comes on this
Whoa.
podcast, are you a newsy person?
Yes, I take it in. So I'm not a UK news person, and I gotta
Okay.
say sorry about that. I say sorry about that. Where do I begin? Where do I start? Hey, thank you for your videos. I go, what's going on? Somebody tell me. Yeah, so I keep up with like US politics, but the thing is, my brain does not hold facts.
Okay.
Like a little bit, the idea of something. I'll be trying to tell a story, and then I'm like paraphrasing, and it's the vibe, but it's not the thing.
You
Do you know what
capture
I
the
mean?
vibe of the story.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like I get the concept of what's happened, but I can't tell you when, maybe where.
American news headlines are a terrible vibe. You must be trading in an abysmal vibe.
Yeah, it's a very kooky time. It's nice to be far away. I will say that. It is really good to not be there. And anyone that is there, so sorry about that.
You're from Texas, right?
Yeah,
When did you leave Texas?
in 2016.
Okay, the first time, the first
Yeah.
administration.
Oh yeah.
Is that what prompted it?
I actually feel like, so I'm a Pisces, which means that I can be a bit psychic, and I didn't know, but I knew.
I see.
Like I didn't know, but I knew.
Okay.
And when it happened and I was gone, I was like, wow, she did it again. but there's like Brexit as well.
Yeah,
and I
that's
was
true.
like, uh-oh.
I mean, but I think walking from Trump's America to
Yeah.
Brexit is still an
Yeah.
improvement. Kemah, you've brought us 4 fantastic headlines
Hmm.
for this week's episode. What I'd like you to do first is to read the headline you've brought for our wonderful Patreon subscribers. So if
Hmm.
you could please, in your best newsreader voice, deliver your Patreon headline.
Long Island fortune teller arrested after charging woman £60,000. Dollars. It was actually dollars. This happened in America.
Okay, there you go. Well, head over to Patreon and search for The Truth in My Opinion podcast
Yeah.
and sign up. Okay, Kemah, the remaining news program
Yes.
that you have to fill.
Yes.
You've brought 3 headlines now. Could
So
you
true.
please deliver your first news headline?
International Powerlifting Championship sabotaged by neo-Nazi racist. I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is some serious topics.
It really is. I waste no time. So I've recently become a gym girly.
Okay.
Okay? And so I'm taking this very seriously.
Okay.
You don't mess around with the lifting of power.
So the people who are lifting in the gym are definitely the
yeah.
most serious people in there.
1,000%.
Yeah.
It's kooky environment. Love protein. Gotta have it. So this powerlifter, Sonita Muller, she was sabotaged at an International Powerlifting Federation World championship.
Okay.
This is the championship of the world, right?
Yeah.
This is not the time to be messing around. And basically, she was getting ready to break a world record with 334.5 kilograms.
Yeah, okay, my
That's
God.
a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. She was squatting that. Now, I'd tell you how much I squat, because usually I feel proud of that. But after saying a number like that, I think we should just, it's mysterious. But, you know, just...
It could be more, it could be less.
Yeah, up to you. But she was going to break a world record.
Yeah.
And so when you're lifting and stuff in those competitions, it's quite, you know, it's heavy. I don't know if you heard the number. It's quite heavy. So you got spotters around you helping you to make sure that you're safe if anything goes wrong.
Yeah.
And so she had 3 dudes around her, 3 white dudes, which could be a porn, but it's not. And she was going down for the squat, and one of the guys put his knee underneath the weight so she couldn't go down all the way. It wasn't a full squat, and so she didn't get to make the world record happen.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and initially, like, she was like crushed to have that happen, and she was like, I was defending this guy.
Crushed, not physically crushed.
Not physically crushed.
You
She
need
was
that
like,
distinction if you're lifting 335.
Yeah.
Emotionally crushed.
she wasn't crushed by it.
Yeah.
But it's weird because, like, with that amount of weight on you, it feels like something bad could happen
Yeah.
if someone's fucking around, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, you don't want to be messing around with
You
that.
don't. But alas, he was.
She didn't realise at the time that she'd been sabotaged. Is this right? Or she did?
She didn't think it was on purpose, and she was like sad that it happened, obviously, but she was like defending the guy online. She was like, "Don't be mean to him. It was a mistake." You know, yeah. So she was trying to get people to cut him some slack, and then you go, "Was it a mistake? Was it a mistake?" You go, "Well, Kemah, how do you know that he was racist?"
Kemah,
Well,
how do you know he was racist?
thank you for asking. So, it's because he posted online, "Sorry for you morons, I'm racist." He opens with that.
God damn it. Sorry for
"Sorry
you
for you morons, I'm racist." Well, hey, maybe we're fools because we couldn't tell. Sorry for you,
That
morons.
does make me feel like a moron. Oh
That's
my
crazy.
God.
Yeah, none of us saw it.
So he posted this after the sabotage where the weightlifter said, cut him some slack.
Yeah.
He then weighed in to clarify
posted
that it wasn't a
"Sorry
mistake.
for you morons, I'm racist." And you go, "But did he do it on purpose?" He goes, "And I did it on purpose because I hate you pieces of shit."
Oh,
You go,
my God.
"Bro, first of all, everybody knows if you do something bad, you don't tweet about it." That
not
could have been his
tweet
little
about
secret, but he didn't. He probably wanted some glory, you know.
Yeah, amongst his racist pals.
Yeah,
That's true, actually. He's gone to the trouble, if I'm to take the racist side for a moment.
1,000%. Please, I've
he's-
been waiting.
Yes, he's gone to the trouble of kind of getting involved as an official spotter at the World Championships.
Championships
for
of the
lifting.
world. Yeah,
And he has actively, quite visibly sabotaged one of the athletes, one of the black athletes who he hates, and him and his racist mates hate. And then he's seeing this situation unfold where the black athlete is saying, "No, it was a mistake."
She's like, "Be nice to him.
Be nice to him." That must have been incredibly frustrating.
He's like,
for him.
"Ah."
Yeah, so
He
that's
needs the credit.
exactly. He needs the credit
Yeah.
amongst the racist groups.
Well, it's like, okay, did the first guys who went to the moon, did they not want to talk about it?
Yeah, exactly.
You do something big, you want the
to
glory.
talk about
yeah.
it. Exactly. Well, this is in Lithuania, isn't it?
Yeah.
The championships are taking place in Lithuania.
You know, like, should people go there? No one is sure. You know, after reading
No
this,
one-
I think I won't.
Definitely avoid any powerlifting.
Yeah, I won't be
would
picking
say.
anything up.
Don't pick anything up in
No.
Lithuania.
Yeah.
Because you will be sabotaged.
1,000%.
Everything from weights to like
Somehow.
your phone.
Yeah,
just
straight
Just
up.
don't do it.
Yeah.
I believe because you sent me an Instagram video of a guy,
Yeah, a different lifter.
a different lifter at the championships, basically
Yeah.
saying this happened.
Yeah, and it's crazy because there aren't any like big articles.
Yeah.
It's just people who are involved who are talking about it. And like it's not being picked up. I don't know if no one cares about powerlifting.
Well, I mean, so this is quite interesting because I imagine it's quite. Do you lift at the gym? Are you into
Oh
powerlifting?
yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
You said you
I don't-
lift more than 335 kilos.
Yeah, it depends on the day,
On the day.
really.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying? Am I tired? You know, have I stretched?
Are you familiar with any of the powerlifting community in your gym, or you're riding
Well,
solo?
I don't know what, what's the difference between a regular lifter and a power lifter? What's up with the
Yeah.
power? I don't know what that is.
I don't know really.
Yeah, I think from my understanding, when you're powerlifting, you are not going for reps. You're not going to do it more than one time.
Yes.
You're doing the most weight possible.
Yeah.
Just once is cool.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You're like, check this out. And then you're like, I'm tired. I'm tired.
I'm the most tired. That's like
Yeah.
all of your energy for a year
Yeah.
is stored up, and then you do it
in
once.
one moment.
Yeah. Well,
And also she's like would be setting the record for like people that are not on roids. So she'd be
Really?
the like woman who's not on roids. Oh, also insane. I don't know if I said, but we've probably guessed she's black.
I think we did. We
I don't-
kind of covered it,
Yeah,
but it's
I
really
don't
good
remember.
of you
I
to clarify.
don't remember. Yeah,
just in
if I
case
said
anyone
that.
is in any doubt, this
Yeah.
woman was black.
You go, what's going on? Yeah. You're like, but how is he racist? And you go like that. You go, who are the pieces of shit? You're like, what's going? I gotta fill in the
Who's
blanks.
the enemy here?
What's going on?
But basically, what you're saying, to go back to you being like, there's no articles about this. I imagine that the kind of international powerlifting community is quite a small community, because I listened to a podcast a few months ago about free diving and
Yes.
the free diving community,
Yes.
and there was a massive doping scandal that no one had really heard about.
What?
And the reason no one
What
had
are
heard
they
about
doing,
it,
Kat?
they were doing, it was kind of mental. They were doing like, it wasn't amphetamines, but it was something to basically really slow your heart down. That was like a recreational, so you don't panic for the breathing.
Oh, God.
But because the community is so small, no one talks about it.
Yeah.
But this Instagram video you sent me is a guy basically saying that this literal neo-Nazi racist, because we know that not only because he tweeted saying,
Yep.
listen up, morons,
hey, I'm
I'm
racist.
I did it on purpose.
Hey, I'm racist, and I did it on purpose.
And you're the moron.
No, he's like, sorry, not sorry.
But this guy
So
you sent me
sassy.
also showed pictures of
Yeah.
the saboteur with like neo-Nazi rallies
it's
and
like
swastikas
a
and things like that.
history of like wearing stuff and posting
Yeah.
stuff, and there are other people who are commenting on stuff, and they're using the like symbol, the like
Yeah.
8
Oh,
and
yes,
things of that
8-8.
nature.
He put 8-8 at the end of his tweet, which
so
is Heil
kooky.
Hitler,
It's very
right?
kooky.
Oh my god! I mean, this was 2 days ago, right? No one's talking
Super
about
recent.
it. So this is Kemah. You've brought us a kind of exclusive.
It's a hot one.
This is a hot one.
It is a hot
We
one.
need to know. Anyone listening involved in the powerlifting community needs
Yeah.
to spread the word. Have we got any information, Kemah Bob, correspondent in the field, about what the next steps are in this story? Is anyone going to be held to
Wow.
account? Is justice being done?
I don't think so. So basically, the Lithuanian powerlifting, whatever it's called, I don't know, have like banned this guy indefinitely, which he was a volunteer. Like, I think it's kind of kooky. There are no checks.
Okay.
They don't see what's going on. They're just
So
like,
that's how the racists get in.
yeah, they're just like, I'll do it. Yeah, let me in there.
Damn it.
Let me in there. Yeah, so he's volunteering, but they've banned him from helping again.
Okay. I want the athlete to have another go.
Yeah,
I want her
that's
to
what
have
I'm
another
saying.
go at doing it.
And I don't see anything that says that. So basically, she's unofficially broken the record, like in like a gym somewhere. But it's
Yeah.
like in order to officially like do it, I think she has to be either in that environment
Yes,
or
the
have someone
competitive-
there. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe have like a Guinness bookie person. I don't know if
Yeah.
it goes in that book.
Also, like you
What's
say-
in that book?
What the hell is that? Like, I guess it goes in that book. But like you say,
Yeah.
the energy expended to lift something that heavy, that's like a year's worth of energy. She's gonna have to wait at least a year to try again.
1,000%.
Not
to,
just for
to
the
get strong
competition,
enough,
but
to
just
get strong enough.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I found that very kooky that it's like there's not a resolution yet because this is hot.
Yeah.
This is
yeah.
hot.
I
You
know,
know, hot off the
exactly.
press.
This is unbelievable.
So let's keep an eye. Let's keep an eye
Let's
on
keep
it.
an eye. You're gonna be coming back with an update.
1,000%.
Kemah, would
Really
you
good.
like to deliver your second news headline?
No, but I will.
Great. Exactly
Yeah.
the energy we need.
And the reason why I say no is because this shouldn't even be happening.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I like
how
it.
about
I
that?
like it.
The tables have turned.
That's true. I thought you weren't interested, but actually you're too
yeah,
interested.
that's right. I hate it. I don't like it. This is bad.
You don't like it one bit.
Yeah,
What is
I'm
it?
upset. Okay. Disgust me to even say. So, Reform plans to scrap the indefinite leave to remain for migrants. And you know who's a migrant?
Okay.
With indefinite leave to remain?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it you?
A little bit. A little bit. And I just got it.
Oh, you did? You just got it?
I just got it. And now this guy is like, he would like take it away.
Yeah.
He'd stop new people getting it and also strip it from existing like people. And then we'd have to like apply again.
That's right. So this is
Super
Kemah. This is
rude.
actually this is an old headline, but very current
Yeah.
to you.
Because they're
This is
still
affecting your daily life.
1000%. Also, they're still like fucking around.
Yeah.
So the current government is working on, I think they're going to do it later this year, working on like changing the wait time from 5 years
Yeah.
to 10 years.
Yeah.
Which is ages. Because
Yeah.
you have to pay all sorts of fees. Like when you apply for the visa, you have your visa fees, which can be between like 800 and £1,000.
Yeah.
And then for every year you're applying for, you have the health surcharge to pay for. So if people are like, they don't pay for the NHS, oh, we do up
Really?
front. Yeah, it's like 1K. It's either like 1K or 1,100 for the immigration health surcharge. And so I found myself in a place where I couldn't scrap together 3K to apply for 2 more years. So I had like 2K to apply for 1 year. But then the next year, because I didn't have the 1K the previous time, I had to pay 2K again.
Okay, this is interesting. So everyone who's on, and this is before you got your leave to remain.
Yeah.
And so, so you were then an American citizen living in the US,
Yeah.
paying thousands of pounds a year to stay here.
So I was here, I'm here, but I came in, I'm here right now, I'm present, and I love that about me. I moved here in 2016, student visa.
Okay.
Then, now this is pretty interesting. This journey makes me sound way more savvy than I am, but I love that.
Okay.
You know, and maybe I don't realize. Maybe I don't realize how.
Yeah.
Maybe I should give myself more credit.
You're so savvy that you're out savvying yourself.
Yeah.
You don't even know you're being savvy.
Yeah, my God. And that's the truth, in my opinion.
Very good. Get some music underneath that. That could be our jingle. Yeah, so 2016 student visa.
Yeah, so I came in on the student visa, and then when I graduated, I wanted to stay because it's a bit of a vibe here. And so I applied through my university for an entrepreneurship visa. What was the business, you ask? Kemah Bob.
Very nice.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to use my degree in TV production. Let me tell you something. I don't. Shh.
You don't say this, but if Nigel Farage or anyone from Reform
Yeah,
UK is
yeah,
listening,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to get in trouble.
1,000%.
You're going to get in trouble. So
1,000
Kemah
but
Bob
also-
Limited, is that what your
Yeah,
company is?
But also, like, what grad students use their degrees?
Yeah, well, that is you using your degree. That's a great example of you using your degree
So real.
to get what you want.
Yeah.
You're saying you're a
I
production
am
company.
utilizing it.
You're
But
producing your
also-
life.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm like, I'm a stand-up, blah, 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 blah. And I
Yeah.
was like finding my feet at the time, but they were into it. And I was, to be fair.
When you say they, do you mean like the border force? They
Yeah,
were like, I
whoever-
see what you're doing here.
They're like, it's cool. They're like, come on. She's cheeky. I like it. Get in here. Yeah.
You stay in here, young lady.
So I got endorsed through UAL. And then after that, after my 1 year of
Yeah.
entrepreneurship,
Yeah.
I did enough stuff in that year to apply for like a talent visa.
Okay.
For like exceptional promise, which is not the same as exceptional talent. They go maybe. They're like exceptional, maybe. and it has like a longer wait period before you can apply.
Okay.
Yeah, but the time that you're in school doesn't count towards that 5 or that 10 years.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so the brief kind of, maybe this is a good moment to explain to anyone who might not be familiar with what leave to remain is. So if I might, Kemah, chip in if I get this wrong. But
No
basically,
worries.
indefinite leave to remain is
Yes.
a process by which you are allowed to stay, work, study, whatever, in the UK without being a British citizen. And never
It's
requiring...
a path to citizenship
It's a
if you'd
exactly.
like it.
Yeah, exactly. So you need, if you want to get British citizenship, you have to have indefinite leave to remain to begin with. And the reason this has become a political football, dare I say, is because having indefinite leave to remain allows a person to claim benefits.
Yeah.
And this is where Reform UK and Nigel Farage and all those assholes come in, because the narrative they're spinning is that there are loads of people in the country who are too many people claiming benefits, and they're not even British citizens. And when we come in, we're going to send them back.
Yeah.
And obviously, what's so ridiculous about this is obviously the numbers don't back this up. They claim that like everyone who's got indefinite leave to remain is on benefits, and that's obviously not true. We don't actually have like the figures, as in officially. There was like some organization tried to come up with it, and then it was discredited, and they were like, actually, we got that completely wrong. And those are the numbers that Farage is
that they're
leaning
working on.
He said that if Reform UK get rid of indefinite leave to remain for people who are already in the UK with indefinite leave to remain, not even people applying for it, it would save the UK £234 billion. And everyone was like, where did you get those figures?
Incredible numbers.
Yeah. And then the people that came up with those incredible numbers were like, that's not true. We came up with those numbers and they're rubbish. And then Farage was like, yeah, it's probably more though, isn't it? Probably more than 234 billion.
Very
but the point
kooky.
is...
You gotta like the confidence on that guy. That's some gusto.
Exactly. That is the one... I didn't expect to hear that from you, Kemah.
I
but
wish
give
that
Farage the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I wish that I could just kind of like blah, blah, blah,
But
you know?
Yeah, that is exactly what's spoken like with the self-confidence of a man who isn't going to
Farage.
have his indefinite leave to remain revoked.
1,000%.
But this is going to affect, like... this could, if Reform UK get in, I mean, you know,
it's
people
like
have their opinion.
800,000 people have it.
Yeah. So
That's
but it
crazy.
could literally tear like families apart, because like
Yeah.
there are some, you know, Europeans and people like that who've been in the country for decades with indefinite leave to remain, who are like, I don't want to become a British citizen, who could now be deported if Reform UK get in. But Kemah, I'm guessing you brought this because you want to lobby the listeners to rush to your defence when you're going to be packed off onto a plane.
Just to care or whatever. You know, I feel like anyone listening to this in the UK probably is relatively politically engaged.
Yeah.
But I mean, you saw the numbers that I can't remember to save my life. You guys voted recently. There was a vote, and something Reform was doing well.
Oh, the local elections.
Thank you.
Yes, the local elections. Reform are doing
Yes.
well. Reform now, you'll be relieved to hear, doing less well.
Oh, good.
Reform doing less well since Nigel Farage got involved with his £5 million crypto billionaire donation saga. But
Gross.
Kemah, there might be more good news for you,
What?
because as you say, the current government was thinking about increasing the amount of time you have to be in the UK to get indefinite leave to remain from 5 years to 10 years.
Yeah.
However, they might be scaling that back. They
Nice.
might be actually saying, fuck that. It could just be 5 years.
Because I'm like, be chill, dude.
Yeah. Okay, Kemah, could you please now deliver your third and final headline?
This is so cute. And I love it. Okay. So, I taught a rat to drive a car, and it may help us lead happier lives. Those are the words of a scientist lady. And so I just love to think about rats like passing their like theory test. You know?
So, so this is a woman. This is a scientist lady who put rats in cars.
Yeah.
In little remote, not real cars, little remote control rat cars.
Little rat cars. Apparently, so they've like reinforced them so that the rats can't like nibble through the wires and stuff. Because even though they can drive, they're still rats.
Yes. Give them a break. They're still rats.
They're just rats.
They're going to nibble through the wires. Rat-proof wires.
You got to.
And rat-proof cars.
It's important.
Is what we're talking about.
Yeah, and the scientists are saying that they liken it to a kind of rat version of the Tesla like monster truck thing.
Yeah.
So
I noticed that in the article. I was like, why are you comparing it to a Tesla? They were like, it's like a Tesla Cybertruck for rats. So I was like,
Cybertruck, there we go.
Okay, I guess it is. It also is just like any other car.
Which means these rats are cunts. And that's really...
These are Nazi rats. The second set of Nazis who have appeared in this episode.
Because I thought it would be... I was like, I'm happy for these guys. And I'm like, Cybertruck. Which I did think was called a monster truck for a second. I don't hold on to facts. I'm like,
so they put these rats in the cars and they were driving around, right? Do you want to? I know you've really set us up in this episode that you can't remember facts.
Well, don't worry.
I'm gonna try.
I brought some stuff.
Okay. Do you want to lay some facts about what this experiment was and what they discovered?
I'll give you the vibes. Okay, so basically what happened was initially they were trying to test if being in an enriched environment with like toys and different activities would make them smarter. So the driving thing was just to see how quickly they could like gain a new skill.
Yeah.
And then, you know, spoiler alert, the rats who were in the more stimulating, enriched environment did learn faster. But what we noticed was that they loved it. They loved to drive. And it's relatable.
It's relatable.
You're behind the wheel. You're playing whatever music you want to play. You know, windows down, windows up. You're not having to commute. You get out of the rat race.
You get in your rat car to escape the rat race.
Yeah, you gotta get out of the rat race.
There were a few indicators, right, that showed how much they loved it. The ones I can remember are when the scientist was holding the car before they put it on the floor. The rats were like revving it. Yeah, they were like, vroom, 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 and they were just like waiting to go. The second one I remember is what they did is they put, because they were rewarding these rats with Fruit Loops, right? So they put Fruit Loops on the floor, and they were like, it's a really short distance for the rat to walk and get the Fruit Loops, or they could jump in the car and drive a really long way to get the Fruit Loops. And two of the three that were being experimented on got in the car.
So basically they're comparing the like neuro like science and stuff to people, because apparently we're big rats or something.
Well, there was this thing in the article where it was like, obviously rats shouldn't drive cars. And they were like, which is the same as human beings.
I'm going to argue with that. But I'm gonna say rats should drive cars.
After this, I think rats should drive cars because it makes them very happy.
Get them driving.
But it was just like human beings also shouldn't drive cars, because we were just like monkeys on the savannah, and there's no cars there.
We weren't born to be wild.
We weren't born to.
We weren't born to drive. We weren't born to drive.
The third
born
thing.
to drive.
The third
That's a
thing
worse song.
that the rats did, that the scientists found I think when they first discovered it, she would walk in to the lab, and
cute.
the three rats that had been driving were like jumping
cute.
up on the side like a dog, because they were excited about the prospect of driving again.
It's so adorable. I love it. I used to have a pet rat named Leslie.
No way.
Yes, when I would say maybe around like 10, I got Leslie from the pet store. Shout out PetSmart. So Leslie wasn't, a wild rat.
Okay.
She wasn't from the world.
Yes.
She was from the shop, and she was adorable.
What was the kind of closest to driving a car she did?
Yeah.
Did she do any of that?
I didn't really think about her enrichment, and so I feel bad about that. And she never got to drive before she died.
Oh, that is sad. Did you get her toys?
We just hung out.
Yeah,
I think she did.
See rats as the sort of animal that would
I
want
think I
toys.
didn't have like the information. Like I didn't know.
It's a different era.
So she was running. She had like a wheel to run and stuff.
Yeah.
And like different things to like nibble on. She loved to nibble.
She was powerlifting.
She loved to nibble. Yeah. And no one was sabotaging her. Not in my house. Not in my house.
No neo-Nazis in Kemah's house. No.
But Leslie was white.
Okay.
Leslie was white, so that's probably why no one tried to sabotage her.
That's probably right.
Something I saw in this thing is like when rats are happy, apparently their tails are like curled.
So this was the other discovery.
They're
exactly.
so cute.
this scientist who had just been like, I mean, I want to read between the lines here, experimenting on rats. I don't think they were like bad, but they're still experimenting on rats in lab conditions. She was like, rats can't move
Animal testing is bad.
Animal testing is terrible.
But this is cool.
But this is kind of funny. We're not condoning it, but it's kind of funny story.
I would never condone anything.
She was saying that she'd never seen a rat's tail move before. And then they put them in little cars, and then there's this rat whose tail stuck right up and then like curled at the top she was like an umbrella. And apparently that's a sign of dopamine being released.
Love that.
Do you know the other time they found rats did that is when they gave them cocaine?
Yeah, I can't relate. I hate cocaine.
Thank God you don't have a tail.
Yeah.
Thank God you don't have a tail.
I'm just at the party. I go in the bathroom. I come out.
Is Kemah okay?
Tails up, baby. Tails up. Uh-oh, she's on one.
She's got an umbrella rat tail.
Oh, looks like a big night. Tails up.
I wonder how much society would change if human beings had tails.
Yeah,
if we just had expressive tails.
1,000%.
How things would be different. But basically, to round off this there are multiple levels of like joy and sadness in this story. Like I say, I think the sadness is that people are still experimenting on rats, but everything in this article suggests they're having a nice time.
Yeah, except there are some rats that don't get to drive, and I do feel bad for them.
That is true. It was only 3 rats. Yeah,
that's how they did the study. Was that some rats didn't get to drive, and I think that's really sad.
Yeah,
but I think what I learned from this is like when they chose to drive instead of walk.
Yeah, it
was like delayed gratification.
Yes.
You know?
That was the other thing. Yes, you can definitely hold facts. We're making some big developments here in the fact department.
It's a selective.
Okay, I see. When it's about rats, you can remember.
Then I'm like, hell yeah. But when it's about reform, I'm like, you guys voted.
When it's about your life, you can't remember shit.
Yeah.
When it's about some rats
when it's about
somewhere
some cute little rats.
You can remember.
What I learned about this delayed gratification thing is like, it kind of means that 2 out of 3 rats are better than me because I can't wait for anything I want.
Well, so this is why this article is about what we can learn from them, because they were like, they stopped these rats. They would put the rats somewhere for like 15 minutes, like looking at some food, and then let them out and they'd have food. And those rats would be happier. And they would get in a car and they'd drive longer. And they were trying to say that actually, if you do delay your gratification, it creates a more sort of elastic and fulfilled mind.
Ugh.
I know. Can you imagine? But I think basically, yeah, rats enjoy driving, and it tells us a little bit about how animals, in complicated environments that you think that a rat shouldn't be there, actually they kind of enjoy learning new things and revving the car and driving for Fruit Loops. They enjoy it.
And as we learned from our pal Remy the chef, you never underestimate a rat.
Never underestimate
Rats
a rat.
Rats can do anything.
Exactly. And they can now drive.
Yeah.
So great
rats,
developments.
They're just like us.
Actually, this is the second kind of pointless scientific experiment we've discovered in the last 2 episodes of the podcast. Last week's episode with Chris Cantrell saying actually people walk anti-clockwise, completely pointless. And now we've learned that rats drive, also completely pointless.
Walking where? Where are we walking?
Oh, we're not going over this.
In a circle?
No, it's people walk in an anti-clockwise bias. But you should just listen to the last week's episode, Kemah, and then like I say, this week people will now know that rats can drive cars. So do with that information what you will.
I need to know the truth. In your opinion.
Very good.
Yeah. That's why people bring me on podcasts. I say the name of the podcast. Just to repeat
the name of the
5
podcast.
times in every episode.
Well, Kemah Bob, thank you so much for a fantastic news program. Could you please just remind our listeners when and where your Edinburgh Fringe show is? Obviously, it's in Edinburgh.
Look, I'll tell these people whatever they want to know. And it's the truth. Not just in my opinion.
Yes.
There we go. I think that's 4 or 5. I think it might be 5 times.
We're getting your money's worth.
We gotta get it in. So I'll be at the Pleasance at 6:50 doing my show Love Child, which is also going to be on tour around the UK in the spring in March, and it's on sale now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and I also must mention my child because that's what a good mother does. I run the Fuck It Up Comedy Club, a platform of women and trans comedians of color. But it's not about like representation solely. It's about just creating a good vibe that everyone's welcome to.
Great.
So we're doing some like big shows, the biggest shows we've ever done in October at the like Lyric Hammersmith and at the Young Vic. Yeah, we're going in the theaters now.
Okay.
Yeah. And then in December we're taking over Soho Theatre Walthamstow.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's so gorgeous in there. If you haven't been in there before and you want to see how gorgeous it is, you have an opportunity to on December 4th.
Specifically
Don't go
December
before.
4th.
Don't go after.
Well, that's brilliant. Well, we'll put links to both of those things in the show description, so check them both out. Kemah Bob, thank you so much for coming on The Truth in My Opinion.
Oh, thank you for having me. And can I say the truth? In my opinion.
Yeah, okay. Brilliant.